Mitt Romney has been quite adamant, very adamant about not showing his tax records. And I think he's hiding something. I'd like to say I'm quite certain he's hiding something, but I'm not. I don't know. But I think all indications are going that direction. However, Hustler magazine, which has been quite well known for doing this kind of stuff, they have put out a reward for anybody that has the information or can get a copy of his tax records. So he's offered $1 million for this information. Now, some people are saying that Hustler magazine just wants to, make headlines again. Hey, we're still irrelevant in the digital age. Well, I don't think I've ever gone to their website myself, at least not in the last 15 years or so. But Larry Flint has a history of going after Republicans for whatever reason, and this is just another attempt for him to do this. And in this instance, I think I stand behind him. I would like to see him get a hold of these tax records and put them out there. And if he does, I'm sure he will. What's interesting about this story is that apparently somebody is claiming that they have a copy of his tax documents, or Mitt Romney's tax documents, and is issuing a ransom, basically, for $1 million in internet credits. So I suppose you can, if you don't do the old give me $1 million in a suitcase and then, get a chance to get nailed by the cops when you try to take off with the suitcase. If you put it out on the internet, those credits go anywhere. Especially, and you bounce around enough satellites, you don't know where it's going to end up. But I'd like to see these tax records come out. Crystal, your thoughts?
Oh, I'm totally with you. I would love to see it come out. I think Larry Flint in general is kind of a, a skeezy kind of guy. I'm not a big fan of his, but he does try to out the political guys, and I'm totally for it. I wish somebody would come up with the money. However, let's just be real honest. Romney's got the money to pay the ransom off. So really, I'm not really sure what point these hackers are really trying to do. If I were Romney, Romney's got the money to pay it, so I'm not really sure what they think that they're going to get out of this, but I would love for Larry Flint to be able to announce it, and if it brings publicity for his magazine, I'm all for it.
Yeah, there you go. And even though the financial firm which handles his documents said that there's no evidence of unauthorized access, kind of makes me wonder, though, do they really have the data, or are they just trying to shake him down as, that give us the money or we're going to bust your store up type situation? I don't know, but they said that if they don't get paid by the end of this month, that there will be released the documents with a key to open them. And I look forward to seeing the end of this month to see if that actually happens. Wayne, your thoughts?
Yeah, this sounds like the people who are saying that they're hacking, that they have the records, or they sound like they're going to infect people with the virus. That sounds like to me.
No, that's point.
There's no doubt in my mind that they do not have the records. There's no way they could ever get paid the $1 million. You would never. You can't publicly come out and say, we want this company to pay us $1 million, or we're going to release the records, because as soon as that money is tracked, they'll arrest whoever it is that the money is going to, or the money it'll never really be money there. And that's not the way you would hold a company to ransom. You would do it secretly. You would contact the company secretly, and you would say, I have the records, and I'm going to release them, or you're going to pay me $1 million. As far as Larry Flint, yeah, no doubt he's also doing this for the publicity, but that's okay. He's in the business of promoting himself, but he's also on the side of public disclosure. This stuff should be disclosed. Dating back 20 years ago when Romney was running against Kennedy, Romney made an issue, and that was in like 1994, and when Kennedy trying to get Kennedy's Senate seat, he made a big deal out of Kennedy's tax records, and he wanted Kennedy to release more tax records. So this is Romney. You know, it's like you're in the same position. Where's your tax records?
Right, exactly. And, you know, a lot of Republicans are following lockstep with Romney. I mean, Tommy Thompson out here in Wisconsin, he's running for senator or something out here. And they asked him, there's a commercial that actually shows him saying, they said, I'm not going to release my tax records. What part of no don't you understand? No, that's what he says. Almost verbatim there. And I don't understand why Republicans are doing this all of a sudden. They're just like, oh, I'm not going to release my tax records. You know, who would...
Well, they're doing it to support Romney, obviously. But
yes.
When he ran for governor in 2002, he wouldn't release his tax records then. And the people brought up the question that, hey, you probably filed taxes as a Utah resident because he was doing the Olympics, and not as a Massachusetts resident, as required by our Constitution to be governor, to run for office in the state. You have to be a resident paying taxes in the state. You can't be. And he goes, oh no, I am a resident here. I'm a resident here. I'm a resident here. And then I'm not releasing my taxes. Take my word for it. The exact same words he's saying now. Take my word for it. But then eventually he did release his taxes, and guess what? He wasn't a resident in Massachusetts.
That's right.
Guess what he did? Is he went back and he what is the word that he used before he retroactively became a resident?
Yeah, he went back and he went back and fixed the tax records. Well, he was claiming that he didn't have his tax records were in Massachusetts. He was going back and claiming that, or having his staff or whoever, his accountants, going back and trying to do it secretly, saying just so this way when it got released, they could say, oh, see, here it is. See, we were actually doing it, you know. But they got caught trying to do this tax dodge. And Romney is just, I think he's doing another tax dodge. I really do.